How do you say it? Pedraza.
Pedraza, yeah.
Italo
Vladimir.
Vladimir
Yes.
Pedraza.
Got it. Yeah,
Very
like
nice.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're here at Fit Pro Academy with Italo
Hi, everyone.
Pedraza. You got to roll the R. Make sure you roll the R.
Please. That would be nice.
Middle name Vladimir.
Vladimir.
That's from the Czech, isn't it?
It is. I know. I think.
So you're a Mexican Czech.
Yes.
Is it? No, I'm just throwing it out there. It's a
No.
nice mix. It's a nice mix though.
It's a good mix, you know.
Crossbreeding.
I don't know my mom where did she pick up.
She probably went on vacation. How old are you?
I feel like
She probably, like 42 years ago, she probably went to Czech. And
a Vladimir came over, right?
yeah, I can't think of any other way it happened.
I'm pretty sure my grandma has to do something to do with that. I'm pretty sure. So, you know the ladies. I think I know the ladies, but my mom and my grandmother were
Yeah, well,
pretty well.
don't get overconfident. No, in personal training you could get overconfident, but when you say I think I know the ladies, you never really understand the ladies. You just let me show you something. Just do this. Yes. Now you understand the ladies. Just say yes. Trust me. Okay. So personal training. You're a Fit Pro Academy student. You drove down here from Boston. Boston.
Yeah, yes, I did. I did drop this morning from Boston, where I live right now.
Okay. And how long have you been doing personal training?
So I started personal training, yes, for the love of the passion of helping people to be better, and I've been doing this for 4 years now, and this is how I start. And I start following Dave for maybe 2 years.
I'm right here, by the way.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, I feel it. Yes, I feel like
All right, you're talking to them. I figured you'd have a conversation with me because there's really no one there.
All right, so I start following this guy over here, Dave, and for 2.5 years now. You know, emails, videos, and all kind of stuff. And the reason I did is I just want to be not the average personal trainer. That's why I joined Fit Pro Academy.
You mean like the typical trainer who signs up for the program, receives the book, reads the book, maybe, goes online with the open book and takes a test and calls themselves a certified personal trainer. But more advanced than that, maybe they went to a weekend workshop where they were doing some dips and a few other exercises in a big group setting. Everyone's yelling and excited and sweating and what a great workout. And then they're qualified, and Monday morning they start doing the same thing with their clients.
Pretty much, you know, let me tell you this. I get the book, we open the book, and we go over page 15 to page 23, 23 to 56, 56 go back to 12. So it was a little mess. It was, the hardest part it was to follow that. It was just not a great situation. And like you say, that weekend it was like really mess for me because I thought personal training is gonna be something different, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then it start all the crazy exercise that you see in your average gyms. Not in this academy.
Yeah, the industry, it's really hard. You know, there's no mandate in certifications. You don't need, and this is legal and binding. You don't need a certification to be a personal trainer. It's the employer or the end user, the client, that says, "Oh, are you certified?" Which, and they don't know the difference between certified to be certified and have a certificate. A certificate means that you had hands-on application. You had an advanced application program that actually showed you hands-on, not in a workshop, but somebody who worked with, like a hairdresser.
Okay.
Or a massage therapist. I have a lot of respect for a massage therapist because they have to have hands-on application, 1,000 hours to get, to go through and get licensed or to get certified as a massage therapist. They know anatomy, kinesiology. They take that information and then they apply it actually on the human body. And it's unfortunate that we don't do that in the personal training industry. It's all about, I passed the exam. A certification simply means I passed the exam. I passed the test. Okay. I do know the musculoskeletal system. I can name most of the muscles. I know their action, their origin, their insertion, things of that nature. And that's good to know. You need to have that foundation. All right. It's unfortunate, though, when you walk up to someone and have upper cross syndrome, anterior pelvic tilt, protracted shoulder girdle, that you start doing chest press and leg extensions. Okay. And, you know, when you look at a trainer online and you see their video, you see them doing deep goblet squats, standing up on 2 benches. Okay. Because there's some magic on a deep squat, which there is no magic on a deep squat, because there is a 0 point. There is a point where when you go a certain level in depth or during the deceleration, where it's more ligamentous and tendinous and the muscle actually shuts off. Okay, and you know, we could go on and talk about this. So some of the things that I'm teaching you through the Fit Pro Academy program is a lot of exercises that we see on a regular basis. We talked about that for the last 4 hours. We've been on the floor going over exercises that you see typically in the gym. We take that exercise, we really break it down, and we come up with 3 variations. And those variations have to do with really understanding the muscle, its action, the environment we're in, the position of the body, the opposing forces, how are they entering and exiting the body, and where is the range where it's mostly controlled actively by the individual kinesthetically. All right, that's what we've learned today, and we've come up. We actually joked together about some of the exercises that we see.
That's right, but it's real.
It is real. It's a daily event, and marketing and everything else that goes along with it. You know, we talked about looking at someone genetically gifted. They're doing an exercise, and someone who's the uneducated consumer watching that says, "Oh my God, look at him, look at her." Whatever they're doing must be working, which is the furthest from the truth. But it's really hard when you watch this fitness guru doing her videos every day, or doing his videos every day, on Instagram, on YouTube, on the internet, on their website, and they look so amazing. And he's like, okay, I gotta follow this person. Oh, wait a minute, they write on bodybuilding.com, or they write in a journal. So they must know what they're talking about. But the professionals of the world, okay, like myself, like my good friend Nick Tuminello, and you know Nick?
I know Nick,
okay.
Yeah.
We look at that as a bloopers tape. And we're like, we tilt our head like a dog and go, really? Like, I think I know what they're trying to accomplish. But it's the furthest from anatomical responsibility. I call it anatomical responsibility. You must be responsible as a trainer to do the proper modalities, you know, that are more science-based. And then that's another word. You know, so this goes on and on and on and on. We can just keep talking about this. And what is science? You know, proven facts, researched over 10 years. You know, it's pretty simple to say, this is the muscle, this is where it sits, this is its action, this is how we load it. Oh, by the way, there's some things under the skin where the tendons, the ligaments, and all these internal forces are going that we don't see, that compromises an exercise. We don't see these forces, but it feels good. It feels really cool. I like this. I see, I get it. You know, but we're really killing ourselves. And what are we doing when we do exercises incorrectly? Can you name a few things? What's going to happen over time?
Well, over the time, what's going to happen is going to be the stress that you are creating for all the internal forces that, like you already say, is you don't see them, and later on you carry over, and so imbalances is creating those imbalances, and it's for a reason, because we are doing something wrong that we don't see.
Right, and imbalances, doing an exercise incorrectly, leads to the muscular imbalances, like you just said. And those muscular imbalances, which is hard to follow, lead to what's called a faulty movement pattern. Okay, it throws your orthokinematics into a disproportionate movement pattern. It's based on what's called an engram. An engram is a series of complex commands tied in with a thought to produce a movement. how do I water down an engram for someone? The best way I could water it down for you is to say that when you sign your name, a package comes from FedEx,
Okay.
and you sign your name. Are you really looking?
No.
No, you just sign your name.
You just sign the name.
Okay. What if I said, switch hands, sign your name? How would that feel?
So weird.
Right.
Yeah.
You'd have to kind of look. As a matter of fact, you'd have to kind of trace the name doing it this way, right? Or like tying your shoe. When you first tied your shoe, make the rabbit ear, go around, go through, pull. It was tricky in the beginning, okay? An engram is when you do it so often, sign your name, it becomes a permanent trace in your nervous tissue. It's automatic. It's automatic. You don't think about it. I'm talking to you, signing my name. It looks pretty good. All right. So an engram is a series of complex commands that tied in with a thought to produce a movement, and it becomes a permanent trace in your nervous tissue. And that's what happens. If you start to exercise and go through paths of motion, ranges of motion that are disproportionate to the way the joint and the muscle have a relationship with one another, you are going to automatically, an engram, nervous tissue, automatically migrate to that disproportionate or inefficient, not optimal position. Automatically. You're going to migrate right to it. Okay? You're going to get the elevation you shouldn't get. And you're going to increase what's called acromion clavicular impingement. You're going to get all these disproportionate force loads entering the body, and that's what people don't get. Because the force load that's entering the body disproportionately feels good. I feel it. I don't know that I'm straining. I think I'm still training. Okay? So there's all these things that are tied into it. So one of the things that was brought up, I'm taking away a lot of variety. Yeah, I am. Are you okay with that?
I am okay with that.
I took away a lot of exercises. There's 15 exercises for the triceps. I only have you doing 6 for the rest of your life with your clients as well. I brought down your liability. Negligence, there's no such word, okay? Because you have taken the anatomical responsibility to do the right exercises with your clients. So the client's not going to sue you. The client's not going to get injured, right?
Right.
All right. You're not doing anything that looks haphazardly or Cirque du Soleil or like you're in a circus. Doing tricep something on a single leg flat side of the bozu. I saw that the other day, actually.
Oh my God.
Which I don't understand, because if you're standing on a bozu on a single leg, it's so proprioceptive, if that's the right word, so neurological, so many neurons, so many neuron pools firing, so many things firing, that why are you even thinking triceps? The tricep exercise that you're doing on the bozu is just making it more challenging to stand on the bozu. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of exercise, and because, like you say, some people, they look really well, they are gifted, but it's just don't get it sometimes. Why people come out with these movements, and unfortunately, there are tons of pseudo trainers, professionals, and that's what makes this industry really, really looks bad. Because right now I'm putting time over this, and all the effort, and just to go see somebody else in YouTube or any social media, it doesn't make sense.
Right. Yeah, you're never going to stop that. As a trainer, as a true professional, you're going to just stay focused with your blinders on, and strive forward and do the best you can at your current ability or education level, and kind of not look outside that, and just stay focused on your client. Because a lot of people know me as, I'm always saying what not to do. Please tell me what to do. I show my clients what to do, and I will mention if it's brought into my attention, I will mention what not to do. But I don't make a big fuss over what not to do. I just keep showing them what to do. And all of a sudden, well, could we do this? No. Now I get into it. Well, my old trainer used to do that. Yeah, well, that's why you're with me now. And I get overconfident, or I get a little bit of the confidence, cockiness coming out and saying, the reason why I don't want to do this exercise is the following. And when you say it like that, because I don't want you to get injured, I don't want you to increase muscular imbalances. You just told me about your shoulder, okay? I know you do this, this, and this at the workplace. This is going to make it worse, okay? And 3 years ago, you had bicep tendonitis and 2 cortisone shots. Let's get out of there. Let's not talk about this. So there are certain circumstances that you have to explain the why nots. But it's all about education. It's not being biased. It's not being subjective in telling people that this is the way it's done. I never really say that this is the only way it's done. I'm saying that if something has a huge benefit and a huge risk, that's cool for some bodybuilders who are looking for major hypertrophy. Hey, I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to say high benefit, high risk. I'm into it. But you know what? I'm going to do the high benefit, mid to low risk. It's not going to look as cool. All right? It's not going to be flashy. It's not going to have lights and bells and whistles, but it's going to get the job done, and it's going to get the job done right. And that's what we're teaching at Fit Pro Academy. And that's probably what you learned by watching, I think we have over 470 videos of everything we're talking about, only it's video based. You're actually watching the exercise, and you're seeing different body positions, body postures, skill sets, how to do the exercise correctly, what not to do and why not to do it. It's all on videotape, plus with all the blogs and everything. And that gets you to think, because the whole purpose behind this program is just to get you to think. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So, and gets you to be creative enough to say, I'm going to change what I'm doing now, small little change. That's going to be a huge benefit for my client. Because if, first and foremost, it's about being in an environment that can really help people. I want to help people. I want to be known as, I'm really making a change in people's lives.
Exactly.
Secondly, hey, I got to take care of, my kids, and I got to do this, and I have a certain lifestyle I need to maintain. I have car payments, my mortgage. I need to make money too. A requested trainer will never have the situation where they're afraid of, they're not going to make enough money. When you start learning the right way to do things, okay, and not just my opinion, based on an anatomical responsibility, when you start not becoming negligent, not becoming too liable in what you're prescribing to the client, when you start learning the right way to do things, you become requested. I want to work out with Italo.
That's right.
My sessions are up. I'm going to renew with you. I would need to think. And if they do leave, no one's leaving you for $5 or $10 less a session. They're going to pay you $10 more a session. Because everywhere they go, they either get injured, it's not the same. The attention's not the same. The hands-on's not the same. The tactile, the verbal, the relationship, it's not the same. And they don't feel as good. And that's the whole purpose behind the program. I don't know, and I'd love, is that how you thought? Is that what you're thinking? The purpose behind the program?
Honestly, no. When I started, no, I didn't know what's the purpose of the whole thing. But once I start reading, since the better first, when you go into what's the objective, what we're trying to do here in Fit Pros Academy, it gets very deep. How you it's not only about the training, what to keep my eye, is that relationship you are building with your client, with your future client. So it was just amazing how can you get liability as well. All those details that sometimes they don't talk about in the textbooks and books and that, but it's real. This is what I love. This I'm facing and see real situations, connected to the real life. We were working on the floor. It was just amazing how open my eyes better, and I feel so confident. I feel great, and I can go right now with you and have a nice and safe workout in a safe environment. I'm not taking you to do something which is gonna be against my mentality right now. So thank you, Dave.
You're welcome. I'd like to go out and make a nice tortilla or some kind of dish for lunch if we...
You know what? I wish I can have some guacamole tacos,
Guacamole would be nice. How do you make your guacamole, by the way?
Very simple.
I do put extra what do you call it?
Cilantro?
Cilantro.
Yeah. Like you say, this guy right now, he told me, keep it simple. Very simple. That's the way I keep my food. Very simple. Guacamole, avocado, red and white onions, cilantro, lime juice, and you can pick any pepper you want. I use cilantro and serrano and jalapeno pepper mixed all together. Little salt, ready to go. That's it.
Nice
simple.
Baked tortilla.
Of course, nice and thick, homemade. No flour though.
Cornmeal.
Cornmeal.
See, I know my Mexican.
You know the tricks, man.
Yeah.
Are you in a great hands?
I'm a what?
In a great hands.
I'm in a great hands.
Yes, with the guacamole, maybe some steak and chicken. Keeping yours lean.
All right. So we're wrapping up Fit Pro Academy. You are a certified and a certificate, which means you had the hands-on application program. It's the ATP program. Also 1.4 continuing education credits for the National Academy of Sports Medicine and the National Federation of Personal Trainers and other organizations. Nationally accredited ANSI, ANSI, ISET.org, through Fit Pro Academy. So you're going to get your certificate now. And does it mean anything to you?
Means a lot.
I'm shaking my head no.
Oh, it is. It means a lot.
I appreciate that it means a lot to get the Fit Pro certification, going through the education program, learning what you need that's necessary to better yourself as a personal trainer.
Right.
That I'll give you.
Of course.
But you know for a fact that even with the Fit Pro certification, it doesn't make, it's just the beginning. It's a stepping stone. From here, you have to build on that and get better and better and better and learn more. You have the foundation that most trainers do not have. You do. You have the foundation most do not have. Most trainers, and after 30 years experience, I could say that probably 70% of the trainers in America have their weekend certification. And the majority of them training their clients, stepping outside, having a vigilant eye looking at them, you could say it looks like a bloopers tape. Why are they doing this? The client isn't prepared to do this. I can honestly say that you are now prepared to do the right modalities with your clients based on the goal and based on what their body is prepared to do today. Today, not next week. That's what you obtain by having the Fit Pro certification and the certificate that goes with it. Certification is the oral examination, all the stuff we went on over the floor. You proved yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Get out there, take apart the engine, put it back together. Oh, you left a bolt. You didn't leave any bolts left. You put it together perfectly.
Oh.
That's the analogy. Now, the testing part, obviously, was the Fit Pro Academy going through and watching everything. Okay, you answered all the questions perfectly, and you showed me. So you have the hands-on application, you had the testing part, you put those together, you now officially have a certificate that you trained, which no other certification program has. They have a weekend workshop, basically. And that's for other reasons, because there's also other organizations there selling equipment and doing things. And then you have your certification, which proves that you passed the actual test itself. And for that, my friend, I'm proud.
Thank you very
I
much.
am proud. And you're close too. You're only from Boston, so you're what, 3 hours away?
Something around 2.5.
2.5. That's even better.
Even better.
So you're welcome to come here anytime you want. If you want to,
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
make guacamole, whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
It's fine with me.
More than happy to do that.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, if you could bring, what could go good with guacamole and chips though? Do we do a light beer with or do we do more of a sangria or?
I think either one is gonna be good. You can get a little red wine with that. Good. Beer.
I say we do one of each, and that would be our cheat for the week.
For the day.
For the day. I like that. For the day.
For the day.
Yeah, for the day. See, when you work out as hard as us, we can do that.
I know.
Right? Everything in moderation.
Everything.
Including a little of the moderation in moderation. You gotta make sure moderation is in moderation.
All the time.
Yeah.
Is moderation?
Moderation should be in moderation. If you're monitorizing it. Is that a word?
Probably.
I just made that one up too.
I think so. You just made it up.
Like the scientific word, crummy forces. Crummy is a scientific.
Crummy. Is that a real word?
Crummy forces. Yeah, crummy forces entering the body.
Oh, okay.
Dissipating inside, creating. Yeah, we make this stuff up. We make a lot of this stuff up.
I love those. I'm very bad with those names.
What names?
I name
Anatomy?
names, and it becomes really, really interesting. But it started the love of amplifying your knowledgement is great, and when you talk, and when somebody explains you that,
Did
it
you say
looks
talk?
professional.
Talk.
When you talk,
No,
okay. Not
I,
talk.
I didn't. Yeah,
talk.
I thought you were sticking.
Oh, sometimes he does, but it's all right.
All right, go ahead. I'm listening. No, go ahead.
So
I don't want to interrupt.
No, and it becomes really, really interesting how you start learning all these terminologies and looks really professional. So I was amazing.
I'd like to make I don't want to get too boring with the education.
No, it's not nothing boring.
When you're with a client, never talk like that. You'll bore them to tears. Okay? But when you're talking to a trainer or you're talking to another professional, it's good to talk that lingo.